Greetings, listeners, viewers, and other earthling types. I'm James Carter, and I'm here to welcome you to part 3 of the promotional, weird, wild, and wonderful video things, whatever they call them these days. I'm going to read you a little poem, probably my favourite poem I've ever written, I'm not sure, maybe. And then I'm going to tell you how I wrote it. It goes like this. Love you more. Do I love you to the moon and back? No, I love you more than that. I love you to the desert sands, the mountain stars, the planets, and I love you to the deepest sea, and deeper still through history. Before, beyond, I love you then. I love you now. And I'll love you when the sun's gone out, the moon's gone home, and all the stars are fully grown. When I no longer say these words, I'll give them to the wind, the birds, so that they will still be heard. I love you. So this poem's really old, actually. It started out in let's have a look, 2002. And originally it was a poem that I was going to write for my daughters, who were just tiny things. They're not little tiny things, but reasonably human type tiny. Little tiny toddlers and babies, and it's going to be from them to my wife, their mum, that's Sarah, for Mother's Day. Because I've been hearing on telly people writing and say, tell my mum I love her to the moon and back. And I thought, oh, okay. And then, so I wrote this, and I wasn't sure about it. I typed it out and I thought, yeah, but, and it was called We Love You to the moon and back, but no, we love you more than that. And, you know, most of it seemed, but it still needed shifting and tweaking and tinkering, and it had the most awful ending, which you sometimes do. You just write anything that comes into your head, and then you get rid of it later. It was like, we love you, all right, and clearly that had to go. So I scrapped it. I didn't use the poem for that. And then later on that year, it was our 10th anniversary. That's me and my wife, and I wrote a poem which was originally called I Love You. And then it became Poem for Sarah. And then later, when it was published in a book, quite a few books before this one, I can't find it now, I decided to call it Love You More, because it sounded a bit like a Beatles song. I'm crazy about the Beatles. And I just thought it sounded a bit like mid-period Rubber Soul Revolver, sorry for Beatles nerds there, kind of a Beatles title. I thought, oh, yeah. And so it went into a book and another book, and then people started saying lovely things about this, that they'd read this poem at birthdays and funerals and weddings and all kinds of things. And that's the most you could ask for, really. Because it's lovely when a poem goes out into the world and it means something, not just to you in your personal circumstances, but it means something to other people. So I'm delighted that it's used at weddings and things, because it goes out there, and that's the most beautiful thing that can happen. Humans, all that's left of this video, which is number 3, is I ask you to do cheeky and thank you. See you in number 4 if you want to hang around. Goodbye.